test for a variety of reasons. Quote, partially the fear of the unknown, a different test, standards, and first time on the computer. There were also sample questions that parents found confusing. And also because of PARCC would not count for high school students for 3 years as a graduation requirement. Many at Livingston High School, students opt out because there isn't an incentive to take the tests. The South Orange Maplewood Board of Ed recently considered a resolution addressing the parent refusal, but decided to table it, citing concerns that it could send a message that the district is against standardized testing and might encourage more parents to refuse the test. Last week, the Times reported there were roughly a dozen opt-outs in Milburn and just under 100 in Bloomfield. So, the test, it's on. Life has moved on. The earth hasn't split open. And here we are. It's just a test. It's just a test.
Hey, they're parking a lot of cars in South Orange and Maplewood.
I don't know. It's whatever. It's over. It's over. It's over. I was looking at a couple of articles. Did you read this art? Well, first of all, did you hear about the not the FBI, but the feds and their investigation of Ferguson? Did you look at anything?
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that? What's your opinion on
it? I looked at it, but I didn't actually read it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so one other quick local story: Maplewood resident chosen for National YMCA Hispanic Latino Leadership Training. Valerie Deraville was only 22 when the Wayne YMCA hired her as aquatics director in 2012. By then, she had already worked 7 years as a YMCA employee. The Maplewood resident, who began her career as a summer lifeguard and swim instructor at the South Mountain YMCA, has been selected to take part in a prestigious professional development program offered by the YMCA Hispanic Latino Leadership Network. Darraville is among only 50 Y staff members nationwide chosen for the 6-month training, which is designed to get more Latino Hispanic employees into YMCA leadership positions. Val is an enthusiastic and talented leader, and getting into this program is a well-deserved honor, YMCA Executive Director Justin Eel said. This is a great opportunity for her career as a Y professional. I'm very excited for this opportunity and to share what I learned with the whole staff to make Wayne YMCA even better, Darville said. So there you have it, another Maplewood resident doing great. But Margie, there's a story I wanna discuss.
Which one is this?
Let's go for a short break.
Yes, let us do
time
that.
check.
So we can...
The time is approximately 8:47 p.m. That time check is brought to you by Semper Alexander Computer Consultants, where they implement cost-effective solutions to fulfill your business need. Semper Alexander for all your computer needs. When we come back, what Caribbean immigrants think about Black Americans. We'll be right back.
I
the
can't wait for
Strollers
that.
present Fuddy Mears, a dark, absurdist farce about all that is imperfect and flawed in the human condition. Come see it at the Bergdorf Center for the Performing Arts on 10 Durand Road in Maplewood. Friday and Saturday performances are on March 6th, 7th, 13th, and 14th at 8 p.m., with a Sunday matinee on March 8th at 2 p.m. Visit thestrollers.org for tickets and details. Don't stay at home. Come play with the Strollers.
Go ahead and advertise on the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience. You can reach us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to assist you.
Want to learn piano for kids? Then I recommend Wendy Goldstein School of Piano. Wendy Goldstein has been offering piano lessons since 1993 and teaches piano in a very natural way. An alumni of Manhattan School of Music, Wendy creates customized lesson plans for each student and helps bring music alive. Wendy provides you a convenient location, the best value, and the most fun way to learn piano. All ages are welcome and the first lesson is always free. Have questions? Call Wendy at 201-207-5169.
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com or contact us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 to learn more.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance. Please let us know your text for use in logo, web address, color of logo that you want. We will design 3 variations of your logo for you to choose from for only $99.95, with 100% refund of your $99.95 if you're not satisfied. We provide fast delivery and professional design. We also design any size web banner ad for $35. Call us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to take your call.
This is the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. We want to hear from you at 973-327-3626 or log on to SoMore.org to let us know your opinion.
In the summer.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Ansem and Margie and the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/SoMore Radio. That's facebook.com/SoMore Radio. You can tweet us at SoMore Radio. That's at SoMore Radio. You can also listen to us on TuneIn.com. That's TUNEIN.com. Once you go to TuneIn.com, you type in SoMore, and you're going to see our icon come up, and you can save it to listen to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can also call our office at 347-674-1680. Now, Margie, back to this article.
Yeah, so let me ask you before I continue to read this. What did you find fascinating about this article?
The miseducation of Caribbean immigrants.
Okay. All right. Let me read this for you since you're a Caribbean. I don't want you to read this because it might be kind of painful to you.
No, that's not painful to me. It's not going to be painful.
I get solidarity when Caribbean immigrants become black. This was at NBC News. I listened with fascination as my Jamaican immigrant student enumerated the ways West Indians were superior to African Americans.
But let me think. I don't know where they got this term West Indian from. I'm definitely not a West Indian.
Well, we know where it came from.
But I'm not a West Indian.
Okay.
I'm from the Caribbean.
Okay.
All right.
I have an issue with that word myself.
No. This wasn't dedicated to you. This was just dedicated
but I have
an
issue with that word because there's no such thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, children from the Caribbean went to better primary schools, didn't skip classes, had parents who taught them manners, and had more respect for authority and their elders. West Indians, she said, were willing to work hard, and African Americans were lazy. More than anything, she couldn't stand being mistaken for a black American. I let her have her litany, a part of me horrified to realize that at an earlier point in my immigrant journey, I shared some of her frustrations of belonging to an invisible minority. This was over a decade ago, not long after I begun teaching at LaGuardia Community College, a CUNY campus nicknamed the world's community college for its hyper-diverse population. Curious, I asked what else about dark skin might suggest someone was African American. Responses range from wearing low-slung jeans and baseball caps to dropping out of high school and hanging out on the corner. While the majority of my immigrant students could weigh in on why they considered African Americans less successful, Caribbean immigrants in particular were at pains to define themselves as separate from native-born African Americans. Most discouraging was their de facto confidence that American blacks made poor decisions and their lack of criticism of unserved racist stereotyping. I taught writing, but felt my students needed an historical context to understand how black struggle and resistance had made so many of their immigrant aspirations, including a post-secondary education, possible.
Stop right there. Stop right there. That is so important that most Caribbean people totally miss the boat. It is mind-boggling among the Caribbean people that totally miss the boat. But I'm going to give you my example, so continue.
Okay. Indeed, how they came to have a black immigrant woman as their professor. Our text, Elizabeth Nunez, Beyond the Limbo Silence, was set during the height of the 1960s civil rights movement. In the book, a Trinidadian student is one of only 3 black women at an all-girls college and gradually awakens to the reality of American race relations and her place in the struggle. We also watched several episodes of the PBS documentary Eyes on the Prize with its unflinching images of Southern terror and racism against African Americans. While almost all the students knew of Dr. Martin Luther King and most of Rosa Parks, not many knew the West Indian backgrounds of civil rights activists like Stokely Carmichael and Malcolm X. I hope to show an unbroken history of cooperation between Caribbean immigrants and African Americans, reaching back to Marcus Garvey. Examples of leaders who used their pre-immigrant background in black-dominated societies as a strength to demand racial equality rather than as a social advantage over African Americans. Especially because any immigrant advantage quickly fades. Yes, it does. And the black identities, West Indian dreams, and American realities, sociologist Mary C. Waters describes a surprisingly swift transition within one generation from West Indian identification to black American acceptance. By the second generation, many black immigrants finally have become black Americans. The clip cadences and other linguistic markers that once identified their parents as foreign have faded. Tight-knit enclaves have disappeared or dispersed. The lack of taboo against intermarriage widens kinship beyond a single home, a single island identity. Any edifice of deference continues to crumble in the face of undiscriminating racism. Caribbean immigrants fought for civil rights, and they have also been victims in high-profile civil rights violations. A white mob chased Trinidadian-born Michael Griffith to his death in the 80s. Police tortured Haitian Abner Louima in a precinct and shot another Haitian, Patrick Dorisman, both in the 90s. More recently, unarmed Jamaican-American teenager Ramarley Graham was shot and killed in his apartment. Law enforcement policies like racial profiling and broken window arrest have made clear how extremely undifferentiated one black face is from another. No one ever asked which island the black man hailed before a random stop and frisk. Additionally, working and middle-class second-generation West Indians find themselves victims to the same social problems plaguing African Americans. While some have reaped the benefits of diversity policies in higher education and employment, more find themselves priced out of Crown Heights and Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn neighborhoods where their upwardly mobile parents and grandparents once aspired to own homes. Frequently, their zone public schools are underfunded and lack arts and science programs. More than ever, Caribbean Americans recognize solidarity with Black Americans does not require rejection of their own culture, and that sadly, the mantle of oppression spreads to accommodate everyone, even more. The proudest immigrant identity can acknowledge the need for change in an American system that's racially biased. If not against you today, then against your children tomorrow. The immediacy of social media helps coalesce along